We'll say for this session and for however long it takes Dave to rejoin the table, hopefully he'll be back next week or next session. Him and Nickel Cow are going to go back to the temple and do religious type things. And do shots. Shots of sacramental wine.
Help people out.
Just be helpful.
The blood of Christ. The blood of Christ. The blood of Christ.
We will be without a healer, sadly.
It's not actually a big problem because Sai is already a healer. And I have healing spells.
No, that's what I meant. If Sai's
like
coming
us
with us.
today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought you were going to say that your goat could heal. And I was about ready to say, no, you can't play that character anymore.
Strangely, the goat can perform a medicine check to stabilize.
Yeah, he just stands on the open wound.
I'd see you doing chest compressions.
Or it just licks your wounds clean.
Or Heimlich.
I'd say situational healing checks at best. Really.
Yeah,
I'm not going to try and pull it, but technically by the rules you can. Yeah,
yes,
That's also why I don't have him doing bluff checks. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, but there's... I guess it'd be more intimidation. You can bluff charge as an animal. That's a thing they do.
Yeah.
Only when he's on the mountains can he make a bluff check.
Oh.
Thank you.
Get out.
No, come back.
I feel like the goat has the same energy as Altivo from fucking Rotel Dorado. The same energy as that Ponzi fucking horse.
I will say that since I did the recap, that deprives you of an inspiration, but since Josh made that excellent bluff check joke, I'm going to give it to Josh.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
So, yeah, you do have... where are your cards?
I have to remember to use inspiration when I have it.
Yes.
I wrote on my notes last time, proficiency in thieves' tools, good shit with egg underlined. I don't know what that means.
I thought you were gonna say proficiency and inspiration.
I'm really proficient in egg.
Good shit with egg. Did Papa put the egg up his ass? Who knows?
You were trying to open it up Easter egg style with
Yeah.
a Thieves kit.
Right.
And you were actually just probing it to see if it would even be feasible. And Brian said your check was so high, yes, it's feasible, but it's going to be a bitchin' skill challenge he's going to have to prepare.
Yes.
Right.
Which I am prepared for.
Yay!
I'm going to dip my balls in it.
Bumblebee tuna.
I love that old reference there.
Like this hair in the sauce.
I gotta drink more.
Yes,
I
you
need
do.
more danger
Yeah,
juice.
put it in your face.
There's a whole lot of it upstairs, so
Let's get dangerous.
So,
make sure we save some for Caitlin, though, because I bet she's going to need some when she gets home from work.
yeah. So, when I was making my little epoxy tokens for monsters, I whipped up some little just generic snowflake markers that I was going to hand out as inspiration tokens. So, will having a physical token help you remember that you have inspiration?
It can't hurt.
Okay. Do you have inspiration now?
I did from last time.
There you go.
Oh.
It can't hurt if he throws it hard enough.
Like this.
I'll just catch it in my mouth.
I was honestly thinking about
Josh,
that,
yes?
like making little flags for like bless
I,
and then guidance and
I have used weighted
inspiration.
poker chips for that before, and it works out really well.
Yeah. Do either guys have inspiration?
No.
No.
They're
Fuck
really
no.
cool looking.
You make these?
Yes, I did. Everything, right down to the design.
I don't say anything worth inspiring.
No, it's usually the
Untrue.
opposite.
Yeah, I lose inspiration more often than I gain. I use everyone
It's
else's.
just emotionally harmful, really.
So we have a couple of index cards outstanding, so you can pick your course here. Number 8 is the crash ship. We'll start with that one since that's the newest one.
Yep.
Korkalok is resolved. We'll pull that from the pile.
Right, it's on fire.
There you
It's
go.
on
There we
fire.
go. Dave took care of that.
Yep. Number 7, Angajuk's Bell. You learned from the page of the Codicil of White you recovered from the Frost Giant Thane's tomb that a druid named Anga had awakened a whale in the Sea of Moving Ice as a companion and had built a cabin by the sea to be with her whale companion.
So cool.
And that whale was used to transport Anga back and forth from the Isle of Solstice, which is her ancestral home. Her ancestor being Helgrin, the first high druid of Oril.
So probably like some seriously endgame shit happening up there.
Potentially. Jarlmut you went to already. That was the Circle of Cairnstones where you found the page of the Codicil, so that's got a check mark on it. I'm going to pull it from the pile. The Black Cabin, number 6. This is Copper Nobbernock, the gnome who lives in the Temple of Lothander, wants you to bring supplies to his friend Macretus, who is up there doing scientific experiments in a remote cabin north of the Lonely Wood. They went up there because it was removed from Icewind Dale, or the Ten Towns proper, and the experiments they were doing were potentially dangerous. So you have that you can look into. see. I don't see this one yet, so I don't think you've gotten there. Oh, number 4, the Lost Spire of Netheril. These are ruins that the wizard Dazan hired adventurers to go scout out for him, and then upon their arrival, killed them and was burned for his crime. You know the location of these. You can check them out themselves if you want.
I feel like going there now that, like, the guy who would kill us if we came back is dead, like...
Safer.
Probably sweet.
So much safer.
Yes. And then number 5 is Revel's End Prison. That is the prison where Janth went in his new body, and it is also just the basic, like, classic Siberian prison for the Lord's Alliance.
Where Hopper went at the end of Stranger Things.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
So, here are my thoughts. I think we should do 8 right away, because we have the guy that we need to do 8.
We should relieve ourselves of that burden.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then
8, I will also say, I haven't delineated these, but 8 is also what will be your main, if there is a main plot. That's the one you'd be going to.
that sounds like it. Then I would like to do 6, and I think doing 6 after 8 is probably the way to go.
Yeah. And 4.
Then 4. Yeah, did we know what Villen's, what her agenda was? Did she say anything about the job she wanted us to do?
I don't think we role-played it out, but if you wanted to speak with her, we could do that.
I think...
And remind me, is there a 3 that we don't know where it is still?
There is a 3, you don't know where it is yet.
Okay.
There is also one more that I have to make, and I'll try to do that while we're going. You encountered some barbarians of the Bear Tribe while you're out traveling, and they told you about a cave where people debase themselves before their ancestors and feast on their own flesh. This jives with a lot of Charlin stuff that you've been picking up along the way. He would have given you this location, however, I have not gotten around to putting it on the map yet.
Is it somewhere around that region between 2 and 7?
I don't think so, but let me double check. I think it's on the glacier. But let me double check.
Way
So
out on the
yeah,
glacier.
far north. Far north,
The
yeah.
glacier's all the way to the right corner.
Yeah. North,
The Reggae Glacier is very far away.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's also wicked cool, and I want to do that at some point.
but also,
Good news.
we're currently in Brinchander. We want to go do 8 first. That's right off the 10 trail. So we could just take the road down, go over to 8. Circle back up to
6.
hit a couple, hit Brinchander and Tourmaline on the way up to restock.
And then maybe come back to see Villain before we do 4? Because I'm worried about leaving her for like a 10-day.
Yeah, because I feel like she's going to give somebody else the job.
Yeah. Let's.
So-
Why don't we talk to her before?
Let's.
6?
Yeah. Let's.
Well, and also don't forget, like you are. I'm sorry. You are doing a fair bit of traveling, and traveling outside of the 10 towns is much more treacherous and supply heavy than it is inside the towns. So really, 1 or 2 of these encounters is probably the extent of what you can bring for food and oil for fires and shit.
So, okay. So if we go down to 8, we come back up through 2 towns, go to 6, come back down again through the towns, and go out to 4. That gives us plenty of time to restock. And then potentially we could do the glacier from 4.
We could, yeah.
Closest.
Let's retcon real quick to that conversation with Villan and just see what it is, if she can tell us anything. Because if what she's got is on the way...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so in order for her to properly represent what she would ask you to do, are you sharing any of these plans with her or any of the leads that you found? Or are you playing those close to the chest?
I would say, let's say, we know that there is someone in distress that we agreed to help, who is potentially north of Brinchander, and it's going to take us out of the way, and I would say 4 was the Spire. We don't want to talk about the Spire.
Well, the Spire is... Oh, right.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to put a pin in that real quick. The cave, as I was wrong about this, it's not in the glaciers. It is actually south of 4, just a bit southeast of 4, right up against the base of the mountain.
So
Okay,
close to the
perfect.
glacier.
That's actually great. So I would say, we're headed out this way because north of Brinchander, we know there's somebody who's in distress that needs help. And then our travels take us to the east to deal with a sect of ragged barbarians who have turned to eating their own kin. Our travels will take us, I don't know, estimate 6 days or something like that.
Okay. She will tell you that the job that I want to hire you for is to recover an artifact that was stolen from me before I came to Icewind Dale. It is what us wizards would refer to as a professor orb. It is an intelligence housed in a magical item. This particular professor orb has been in my family for many generations, and it is its knowledge is specialized around magical zoology. beings that are either aberrations or just magical beasts.
Cool.
However, it does know a fair bit about other things, and it was going to be what I used to direct my investigations up here until my apprentice stole it from me and fled north on a ship. I wish to search the Sea of Moving Ice for her ship, find out what became of my Professor Orb, and deal with my wayward apprentice.
It's the
Out of character question real quick, just as a refresher, was her apprentice Asterix?
No, that was Avarice's apprentice.
And we're not allowed to work with Avarice.
Yes. You haven't had a chance to deal with Avarice in a way that wasn't adversarial, because at the time you saw her, it was during the whole Witch Hunter debacle. Yep. However, I will just lay this out for you. It's going to be a choice of one versus the other, or if you're going to do both, you have to do it surreptitiously. These are two opposed wizards. Cool. And I just want to make sure that is clear and put across the table.
I think we're already opposed to Avarice, and we seem to be getting on decently enough with the land, which is terrifying.
Sort of lesser of two evils, kind of.
Yeah.
We've maybe broken even at this point. Maybe?
So I think our meeting of the minds that occurs after we have this brief chat with her is, there's no reason for us to not do what she's asking. We got to go to 7 anyway, so that is on the way for our second series of trips. So I would say, if you don't mind us starting in 6 days, then yeah.
And she will also say, you've mentioned that you have other people to help. I am also in the process of earning some goodwill around here. My road is more uphill than maybe yours is. The Arcane Brotherhood has something of a checkered past with the people of the 10 towns, so I have already fallen a fair bit in their estimation before I even set foot on the soil here. It does seem to me that this issue with the Duergar that has been plaguing the 10 towns should probably be addressed. My investigations can wait. If there's no 10 towns to come back to, then I really have no base of operations here.
In our estimation, what we are looking into and the people we're looking to save may have information about those Duergar. And so we want to help you. Mm-hmm. We need to prioritize the things that we've prioritized ahead of that. So as long as you don't mind that we are going to be traveling for some days, then upon our return to Bryn Shander, we'll head north.
You are the most competent... I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, after you.
I was just going to make a joke. In the world of academia, 6 days is fucking nothing. It's just
like a blink of an
eye. She will intimate to you that, as far as hireable adventurers go, you have proven yourself the most capable, which also means you're the most in demand. I understand that my time in the queue has to be waited out. Please.
You have to do them in the order that they come in. Sorry.
Most reasonable.
If you feel that the people that you are helping now need your help, come to me in 6 days, and we'll figure out our method of travel across the Sea of Moving Ice.
I jumped the gun, but everybody's cool with that, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right. So, that out of the way, your immediate next destination is 6?
8.
8. Okay.
Yeah, we got to get this. We need to put Felix to the test.
Yeah.
And you're bringing Felix with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He knows where it is.
And what are you doing with the egg?
We are going to cover it up in the fake crock pot.
Okay.
And put a blanket over it.
Well,
okay.
Are we taking it with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I was going to suggest we leave it at the manor.
Yeah.
Well, we can do that too, yeah.
Yeah, we have a whole house.
Well, and the other thing was, when we decided we were going to do a 6 skill challenge to get this thing open, it was under the
that's right.
the auspices that you had to bring it back to a proper town so you could get it in a CSI lab.
That is true. Good calls. Okay, yeah, you're right. Let's do that. Hide it in the basement.
But when we're going to take care of that when we get back.
Yeah.
Because probably nothing will happen while we're gone, right?
It'll probably be fine.
It won't hatch and put like fucking face huggers everywhere.
No, I mean, that would be wicked cool, though.
You know what? Let's put it in the warm house and cover it with blankets and put a light on it, and nothing will happen.
One of the best methods of transportation around the 10 towns is an axe beak. You can probably hire one just to sit on it so nobody steals it.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to suggest using it as a suppository in the axe beak. Hide it inside the
it depends on how hard the axe beak sit down, I guess.
Thanksgiving axe beak.
We're going to need an ass beak for that.
Hey-oh! Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. All right, so so you bring the egg back to the manor. You have a house guest. Are you alerting the house guest to the potential danger here?
Wait, who's our house guest?
Is there any danger? We have
the alchemy lady.
You have the alchemy
the dwarf from the first session.
Yeah.
Actually, so question that it popped into my head, and I think you mentioned it, so you're probably... if we think we can get this thing open, do we think the contents of it might be needed at the crash?
Did Spellix find it at the crash?
He did.
He did, but he couldn't figure out how to open it.
A fair question. Perhaps if we are thinking of that, we should conduct the examination now.
Yeah, I think we bid farewell to Villain and then go do some egg surgery.
Yeah, I'd really I feel like, no pun intended, I'd rather not sit on this. I feel like should. I feel like we should, crack this egg while we're here.
We cracked the case.
We don't want to get, all scrambled up or anything like that.
Right. That's all yolks.
I see you're not yoking around.
She'll keep going.
But it's going to be a skill challenge, and I feel like, we're probably going to get into some other fuckery when we're at these other places. So
And
I feel like this is a fun...
Get into fuckery?
I know.
Now, fair warning, this won't be over easy.
This won't be over easily.
No. That took me a minute, and I was like...
Nobody caught the shell one. I was kind of disappointed.
What?
I said she'll keep going if you let her.
Oh.
Subtle.
Now that we've gotten it, I
hate
like
it. Get out of my house.
I don't really think it was worth it.
Do we need space for a Skookabil challenge?
Yes, I just want to pull off the right thing I need.
It's currently a snack challenge.
A snack challenge.
I loved the snack challenge. That was fabulous.
Yeah.
Snack challenge is good.
I should steal one more of these. These are great.
The coconut cookies are very good.
They are kind of heavenly.
Quick refresher if we need it. Josh, your assist person can be used once during the skill challenge to give somebody a reroll if they need it.
Thank you.
If you land on a card and you successfully complete the skill challenge on it, you flip it over, it becomes a safe space. If you use a ability that costs a resource to circumvent the skill challenge, you succeed. Your risk doesn't go up, but the card does not get flipped. The risk counter starts at 0. Every time you fail a check, it goes up by 1. After 3, bad stuff starts happening. We'll determine what that bad stuff is when you get there.
Does the quality of the risk matter for the purposes of this specific challenge?
I'm going to say yes, it does. If you fail a low risk, you get 1 risk. If you fail a critical, you get 4. The other ones are in between.
Cool.
I will say we're going to do this because I talked about doing this last time and I think it'll be fun. If you land on a flipped over card and it's a safe space, you will have the option to flip that card over and go double or nothing. You can try to re-roll the skill. You're not going to flip the card over. I will deal you a new card. You get the luck of the draw. If you succeed on that skill challenge, your threat will get dropped by the amount of threat that card indicates.
That's big.
If you fail, it goes up by that many. So it's up to you whether you want to treat a safe space as safe or if you want to go double or nothing and try a new skill.
Okay,
All
okay.
Let's gamble.
The thick platins.
And so let's set the stage here a little bit. You have brought the egg into the basement of your manor house, which is going to be your CSI lab, with a bit of...
Can no one help us, or do we not want to let her know about this?
Okay, what are you doing with an on-iron helm?
Anon is going to hang out upstairs, and we're just going to say, we're doing some delicate work downstairs. It's not alchemy related, but we're going to need as few bodies down there as possible. So,
okay,
watch the door and don't let anybody in.
One thing that she is pretty decent at, since she's an alchemist, is she can help you set up what will be like your sterile laboratory.
Our Dexter space.
Yes, pretty much.
All the
so
plastic wrap.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there isn't like plastic sheeting to put up, but like she can hang like heavy animal hides, weighted animal hides. So like if there's shrapnel or something, it will be caught by the animal hides and not like sprayed.
And my body, yeah.
And help you like with as much light as possible. You're gonna need a lot of light for this sort of thing, and it sets up this whole laboratory sterile space in your basement with this egg up on the the slab table.
Great way for her to earn her keep staying in the manor.
Yeah.
And if she hears screaming, maybe she can do a medicine check.
That is a good point, actually.
Well, so can the goat.
Yeah.
And
the goat puts on Huey Lewis in the news.
We should establish a safe word so that if she hears like pineapple, it comes downstairs and
I see
just a bunch of swingers come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, our safe word is fuck, that hurt.
Oh shit!
Oh my eyes!
Oh god, there's blood everywhere.
And is Spellix involved in this or no?
Would you like him to be?
I think he should be in the room, but we tell him that this is delicate work, so maybe stand back, buddy.
So basically, what I'm going to say is that the goat is probably just going to be a goat for this.
Yep, I'm not using
Spellix will be on standby. What you can do is you can use him much like Josh's help action once per the session. If you need a reroll, Spellix will come in and grant you an assist.
Cool.
But then once and he's a one and done.
Same.
Spellix is just going to be like sitting in his boxer shorts, sweaty, drinking a Gatorade in the corner.
Smoking a cigar.
He's like, don't touch me, don't touch me.
canon. It's canon now. You said it.
Call me a slut.
Go to the bathroom on me.
Potty mommy.
Woo. Welcome back, everyone.
Do we have a volunteer to kick this off? We'll go clockwise from whoever wants to volunteer. Oh, we've got a 3-player roll-off.
17.
16.
7.
All right. We'll start with Kuspalad, then Una, and then Zev, and then Pavu. And we'll go around the table as such.
Crack this egg. 4.
Let me put on some skill challenge music.
Athleticism.
Oh, you
Jesus. Okay.
Double or nothing.
You're looking for egg experimentation music?
Could we get like negative credit, like low risk?
No.
Okay. I just didn't know if
Yeah.
The Dexter soundtrack is probably a good place to start.
I was going to suggest from the Gods Will Be Watching soundtrack. Can't remember the name of the song. It's like Experimentation or something like that. The artist's finger spit. I'll find it for you.
Or the CSI soundtrack.
In the meantime, I have some stuff on. All right, so low risk athleticism. Give me that roll.
All right, so the egg has to be totally stable, but it's a round surface on all sides. And so as you were trying to get your thieves' tools into it, since we determined it opens top and bottom, I have to physically hold it in place. And you're trying to work it with tools, so the whole thing's spinning around on the table, and I'm just trying to keep it steady. So this is my athletics check for that purpose.
It is a metallic egg, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. I don't know how intense you want it, but this is good experimental music.
Let's go right away. Spellix, help me out, buddy.
Okay. Spellix is burned.
Fuck me. 13.
13 is sufficient. Just barely.
We're good.
Oh, God.
You just wedge him under the egg.
Propping him up like that one wobbly table leg.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The table is starting to wobble as well, so he has to run over and hold the leg of the table steady for a second.
2. Hey! Low risk attention. What 14-year-old girls are known for. And me. Insane investigation and perception. Great, I'm not good at any of these. Perception is surroundings, insight is people, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So Una is watching the egg, trying to see if that very slight seam is opening up, or if the egg is shaking in a manner that would imply that whatever's inside of it is moving rather than the egg itself.
Sure.
That is a 13.
Hey!
All right, that's a success.
I just realized I used our once per on a low risk, and I feel like an asshole. But oh well.
Oh well, that's because you are, but...
More successes is...
First row, I'm thinking, we want face-down cards.
You're helping good momentum to go forward, in my view. Is it me now?
It is you now.
All right.
Ah, boo!
Oh, but that's good.
It's subtlety. That should be really easy.
Yeah. I guess, it says investigation, so that's,
Or you could use Thieves' Tools for Sleight of Hand.
If your Thieves' Tools is better, yeah.
It'd be the same.
You're an int build anyway, aren't you?
Pretty much, yeah, but it's still a +6.
Pretty damn good.
So pretty good for low risk. Okay.
Beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, I'll do Thieves' Tools then. As these guys are opening things up, and you said there were a lot of mechanisms in there when I first investigated it. So just going to that, I'm going to be kind of on hand, looking for any place that I can, where I can tinker and shove things.
We're going to tinker on this thing.
So that's 23.
Oh my god!
Hugely successful, yes. You may flip the card.
We're gonna get down to all the, high and critical risk, and we're gonna be 2!
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, that's a 2. I'm on a safe spot. I'm gonna take that.
All right. Yeah, you have no chat. You don't have no risk to read.
Yeah.
To read Smoke anyway, so.
So you two are
standing there. Don't you try anything, Egg. I'm watching you.
I'll hatch you like motherfucker.
Oh, 5 sucks. High risk knowledge. Fuck!
You know what Pablo's take is on this egg? If it breaks, it breaks.
I must break it.
Oh my god, do I have a positive in any of these? History?
Nature?
No, nature.
Arcana?
You don't have to...
Aren't you a little religious?
No. I have +0 on all of these things.
Well, fuck it.
There's some sort of a glow coming out of one of the components, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with that. If I should point it away from you guys or cover it up with my hand. And I pull an animal skin over and try and cover this glow, and that's Arcana. I have no idea what I'm looking at.
All right.
That is a 12 on the die +0.
Okay, that is a fail, and that was how
High
many?
risk.
3. So you're already at 3.
Yay.
You're already in bad
I'm
times.
so glad that you did that
So-
after I got the free space.
Yeah.
This glow that's emanating from the egg, even with the heavy animal hide over it, like it's like when you try to fix the check engine light in your car by putting electrical tape over it.
Nice.
Yeah, it didn't
The
work.
problem still
Oh my
exists. This glow is starting to like change the hue of the lighting in this room, which is mostly like torchlight, and now it's becoming like this sort of like weird, sickly, purpley blue starlight kind of a color.
I don't like that.
No, you shouldn't. It is Una's turn to do skills. Oh, nice roll.
6.
Head of the leader.
Woo! Low risk ass
kicking.
kicking. All right.
Can you do
It's
those?
like beating up kindergartners.
Yes, I'm actually proficient in.
You yell at the egg.
They're the lowest because they're short. Una is, the light is starting to get weird, and like Koos and Spellix are like starting to like squint because the light's so super bright. So Una comes up and like bodies the egg to be another level of support.
All right.
Keep telling it to breathe and
Whoa!
non-natural 20.
All right. That is sufficient. You may flip the card. No more risk on that one.
All right, we're making progress. Got a 3?
Take that, yes.
Medium risk knowledge.
Hey, someone who can actually do those things.
You guys are going for just a
Well-
queen sleep on flipping all the cards.
That's right.
Yeah, so I think I will choose history since I'm specialized in that.
That's a good
Do we get
idea.
a prize if we flip them all over?
No.
I think I'm going to be just cross-referencing this with all the Netherese notes that I've inherited
Okay.
over the course of my adventures to see if there's... So, the ship that we found wasn't Netherese related, was it?
You haven't actually found the ship.
Okay,
But,
so, yeah,
nothing that was described to you would indicate that it was.
I'll reference it with this and any other incidents in history that may pertain to this kind of egg.
Mhm.
See what I can find. So it's 18.
18 is sufficient. Flip
Let
the
go my
card.
ego.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I need to build a table
Rogues
with
be
felt
like
on it
that.
someday.
With what on it?
Felt on it. So you can pick up the cards.
4.
Oh, God, you're in another free spot.
That's why they have felt.
You can go double or nothing.
How many risk are we right now?
3.
Is that when things start to get fucked up? Yeah, fuck it. Did I just draw one?
Draw one.
Okay.
Ta-da! Low risk attention.
Hey!
And let me.
Okay,
And by the way, if
so
anybody
it's
feels like they need an assist, let me know.
All right. Yeah, we still have steps to burn.
Mistake.
Not literally.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
whatever.
The
gonna-
campaign is still young.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No.
Oh, God.
That didn't count.
Well, I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. so
Unless it was a
super
crit,
didn't
then it definitely
count. Yeah,
counted.
then it's super counted. Yeah, I'm gonna. Insight is people.
Soylent Insight is made from people.
Insight is people. I'm trying to read Spellix to see if he actually like has any hints on this. Like if he like kind of, if he like sees what we're doing and he's like, oh my god, these idiots. Or if he sees what we're doing and he's like, oh yeah, they almost got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm only doing that because I have a
Like
+5 in insight.
Randy's dad at the end of A Christmas Story teaching him how to shake up the baby.
That's 16.
16 is sufficient.
Hey,
So we
down,
lower,
baby.
Yep, we lower the risk by 1. Good job.
Add this to the pile of mega cards. All right. Let's see if I can roll a 1.
Alright.
2. Medium risk athleticism again. Okay.
Remember, you don't have to offer a narrative if you can't think of anything. We just-
The narrative's the most fun.
yeah,
part.
if you want to, you can. You don't
Start
have
kicking the egg.
to. Shooting hoops with it.
Just cracking it.
It is actually starting to vibrate, and it's causing it to be really difficult for you guys to keep your tools steady because the whole thing is starting to shake.
Kate's like, tell me more.
It's a big egg, Kate. Oh, Pavi's a big guy.
Well, that's why we have to bring it to the whale, and then we turn it on inside the whale, and the whale's really happy. And that's
Sure.
how we ally with it.
That was my plan last time. But while the whole thing is fucking vibrating, we have to like switch off who's holding it because your arms get really tired, and somebody has to hold up the corner of the table because the leg is breaking.
Yeah, sometimes, your hands get numb, and...
So I'm going to hold up the corner of the table with an athletics check. That is a natural fail.
Oh.
Would you like an assist on
I would
that?
love an assist on that. It's a +5
Okay.
check.
That's Zev's mastermind.
All right. Zev is burnt.
Oh.
She just shoots him a look while she's working with the tools.
Better! That's way better. That's 23.
That is a success.
All right. I will
All right.
not double or nothing.
But
I
your
was almost
safe
worried for a minute there.
your safety nets are spent. You can still have you can still use inspiration
And spells
and stuff. Spellix all
I hate
used.
spell. Yeah,
Spellix has been
Oh.
used, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
can still use spells and things, so let's keep that in mind.
As soon as the egg starts vibrating, Zeb's spent. That's how it goes.
I mean, like, honestly,
Yeah.
I get it.
2. Safe space.
All right, double or nothing?
Nope.
All right.
5.
Oh, back to this fucking spot.
Good.
Yay!
I didn't want you to leave one in that row on turn.
Well, can I use history again?
Of course, yeah.
All right.
You're historical.
It's
You're a
true.
historical lady.
Old as balls.
It is true.
All those eggs.
Okay, I think she's going to go even deeper with history and wonder if anything.
Just gonna go even deeper with the egg.
Oh yeah, she's like full fist in there. And so, I got
Zeb really wants to find out if you can hard boil an egg if you put it up your ass.
no, she'll just think back to when she was in the archives of the temple back at Menzo. Maybe if the Wizards of Sorcerer had any knowledge about this, she'll look through her books and just
Wizards of Soar something.
and get a 16.
16 is sufficient. You can flip that card.
Oh, that's a
Thank
relief.
God.
You can clear the whole row. All right, good job.
Yay.
All right, that is Pavu's turn.
3.
Yep. The next one is not great.
Medium risk ass kicking.
Hey, that's like not totally bad athletics.
That's probably what you're good at.
I'm up in there with my thieves tools, but I'm also like you know how in Skyrim they give you like the 2 tools
Yeah.
for the thing? Like I'm really like on that bottom one.
Let's
Push!
It's like a lockpick in one hand and a crowbar.
yeah.
That's gonna be 18.
18 is sufficient. You're not really sure what type of lock this is that you're trying to pick, so yeah, a little brute force, maybe just what the doctor ordered.
Well,
see
it's like one of those things
Wobbling
where like
lockpick now.
yeah, like it's vibrating, so it needs to be like steady while I'm like in there.
Boy, the audio of this is going to be just great.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Goose.
2. I fucking teleport.
Wow.
Medium risk attention. Oh, I might be good at this. Perception is actually something I'm very
Yeah,
good
I was going to say that's one of the few skills you actually have.
I have it, and it's great.
It's real and it's spectacular.
It's spectacular. I am beginning to notice that the where the light is shining, the direct light is shining on the animal hides that have created our sterile environment. Mm-hmm. We're starting to get some smoke and smolder.
Ooh.
And so we don't want to have the scene contaminated, so I'm trying to remove things from my supplies to cover it up so it's a thicker material so it'll take longer to burn through and keep people away from the danger zone as nuclear radiation is pouring out of this fucking egg. So that's my perception check.
Oh, is that why my skin feels weird?
Yes.
It's itchy, but on the
Fuck
inside.
me, I'm so bad at dice. This is a +6 check. I'm at 9 right now.
Oh.
Anybody want to spend that chip? Thanks.
You can actually just give that back
Yeah.
to me.
But it doesn't work in my brain if I don't do something with it.
That's way better. That's a 22.
Yes, all right, then that succeeds. Which is good.
Love you.
Love you too. That was a bad risk.
That was a great wedding gift.
Yeah, yep.
You get nothing for the next 20 years.
You got to earn your own inspiration now, kid.
I
Tree.
have need for nothing. I already have you.
Tree. Yeah,
Double or nothing?
nothing gained, nothing earned, right?
That's kind of bullshit.
High risk subtlety. This is gonna be great. I love double or nothing.
I mean, honestly, when it starts to get fucked up is when things get fun. So
Also, if it's DC 13, it's not the worst thing in the world to get a card you're not good at. It sucks, but it's not horrible.
And it is DC 13 if you hadn't deduced that already.
Yeah.
At least until the risk goes up.
Yeah.
What a turd. I love how it ends on the only fucking critical card on the whole
Yeah.
table.
Well, the last step is the most important.
If only I could mandate that you had to finish that card, but that's not how the skill challenge actually works.
Criticals. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is it?
So
Pretty great.
Una sees that Spellix is starting to freak out a little, and so she's just gonna be like, "Hey, you know what? It's totally fine. We've got this under control. No,
We open eggs all the time.
we open eggs all of the time. They always start vibrating. It's weird."
We have a lot of stock in food.
It's kind of what we're known for. We're the Vibrating Pantyhose Company.
That's an 8 for deception.
That is not nearly enough.
I will spend my inspiration for you
Oh, God bless.
because As
Yep.
Zev,
That's bad.
you think upon Zev's deception and think, "Oh, I got to do this like a lying drow."
Well, that's slightly better. That is a 12.
No way to give her a +1, huh?
No.
We're at 5.
What's the number that we're...
The music
really-
changed,
4
guys.
is
The
bad.
music changed!
4 is bad.
Yeah.
4 is bad, 5 is worse.
With that, the egg was shaking and lighting up, and now the room feels like it's kind of starting to tremor.
Literally shaking.
You are finding that the light is becoming oppressive and is kind of throwing you off. You feel like the room might be tilting underneath your feet. Although that's just a perception sort of thing. Bad things are starting to happen with this egg. It is Zev's turn, I believe.
Does the high risk subtlety take the place?
No,
of
you can
the
just discard that.
1.
Put it over here.
1 is the
1 for
loneliest
Zev
number.
is a wild. Well, done free.
Double or nothing?
We want to get this risk down, don't we, folks?
We do, or
Do it.
higher, ever higher.
Let's risk it.
I will never be
High
upset.
risk ass kicking.
Oh, no. You're going to con saves, right?
I'm good at intimidation. Is probably the only one I'd be decent at.
We're going to see Angry Zev again.
You're gonna yell at an egg?
I
Yell at
think
friends.
no. I think she will. She'll use intimidation on Spellix because he's our punching bag.
He doesn't have feelings. He's an NPC.
It's like just kind of give him a brief spiel about like you brought this into our lives, into our house. You need to do something about this.
Okay.
This is your responsibility.
All right.
And can I use a spell to make this? Well, I can. Okay, there's magic going on, so how about I use Dispel Magic?
I hadn't factored this into the double or nothing mechanic.
Maybe I could use that to get advantage or something.
I would say advantage instead of a free success.
Sure.
Makes sense?
Yeah. You may make this roll with advantage.
Sounds good.
These rules are ever evolving.
Sweet, I got a 22 on the
Ooh,
intimidation.
that's
All
I'm really
right.
glad you had advantage.
That was almost a shit and crit.
Yeah.
All right, so that was high risk. Risk go down, baby.
Yeah.
Safety.
Goes down by 3. We're now back to the chill music.
So she just commands him to do something to get the shaking down.
Maybe he dispels magic too.
Maybe.
5.
5 for you is
Medium
great. You're here.
risk athleticism. Athleticism. So as we come down from this insane vibration of the room, I am trying to keep my grip on my tools and everything. So I'm gonna make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Because I want to try to keep the egg in place,
Gotcha.
like we've all been doing. It landed kind of on the edge. I want to re-roll that. I don't feel good about that.
If it's messed up, just roll it again.
That's a 9 plus 5 is 14.
That's sufficient.
Ew. All right. We've used basically all of our once pers, but things are looking okay.
Yeah, you're not doing too bad.
Now for me to fuck it all up by rolling something terrible. 5 is actually very good. Medium risk attention. We're back on perception, baby.
Yeah, because you were really good at that the last time.
Look at the egg really hard.
No, the opposite. My whole thing is
Perceive the orb.
the light is becoming really oppressive, and it's very difficult for people to actually view things in the room now. But previously, I've covered up my eyes in certain circumstances with snow blindness and stuff like that, and navigate based on my blind sight. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm basically wrapping my head up so I can continue to patrol the room and make sure that the worst of it is pointed away from people. So this is my perception. 20.
Woo!
20 is good.
Nice.
20 is good.
It's actually 19, but close enough.
Raise the perception.
2. It's
Safe
good.
space. Let's not do this again.
Probably a smart idea.
That one we're at 2 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get
1.
negative risk.
1 for you. Oh, that's great.
Low risk wild.
Hey.
I'm feeling wild. So
All right, yeah.
That's any skill, right?
Anything
Zed's
you
gone
want.
wild.
Any skill or saving throw.
Okay. What has she not used? I think I will go with... I can't really justify a deception or history in this case because I've been overdoing it, so I'm going to go with stealth, so
Okay.
that she's going to continue to, with Koos helping, she's just going to continue doing physical work on the egg and keeping it subtle, so that she doesn't set off any more mechanical bullshit that will alarm everybody.
Understood.
25.
Holy shit! Yes.
Easily done. Easily done.
I have some bad news, by the way. We are fucked on the clean sweep. We cannot clear this car.
Yep.
Well, like, is
I was
there
going to
a-
give you 25,000 gold pieces for clearing the
We
hardware.
can spend it on nothing.
4, so that gets me to high risk
Just
athleticism
spit-
again.
No, we spent it on hookers and axe beaks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Hooker
Speaks
I'm,
of
I'm just gonna keep fucking holding this egg real
You're gonna
hard.
keep fucking.
Hold me closer, tiny egg. And,
How'd you do?
that's gonna be. I'm trying to see what the highest one is. That's no higher than an 8, my friend.
Do we have any inspirations left? Because now is the time.
No, you do not.
Shit. All right, we're up to bad times again.
And that was high risk?
That was high risk. We're at 5.
The rumbling returns.
Yep.
Whoops.
Kay and I both had Taco Bell.
We're still in the game.
Oh, you're talking about in-game.
All right. That was Pavu. It is Kuz Blood.
4 is a high-risk ass-kicking. Oh, boy.
Just get off the board, dude.
Oh, boy.
All right. So you want me to set the stage for you?
Please.
All right. Since we're in the last row of cards, we'll
It's-
segue.
It's hard narrative time.
Yep. You thought for a moment that you had whatever this egg was doing to your environment under control, but a minor slip here or there, and all of a sudden things are starting to cascade in a sequence of failures. And you can hear from the darkened corners of the basement outside of your sterile area, there's things being knocked up, boxes knocked over, and wet gibbering sounds, and the slurpy noises of something slimy crawling across the floor. Something wicked this way comes. You haven't gotten the egg open yet, but you are preparing for something bad to assault you at any moment from these dark, unseen corners of your basement.
All right. I'm physically exhausted from having to hold up the corner of the table and hold the egg steady and everything. But as we're trying to catch a breath and everything's cascading, we're hearing all these sounds. I'm going back to my pack and grabbing all of my gear and getting the spoon together and pulling up the shield. And I'm whistling for Nyantai, and I forget that he's outside, and I'm starting to panic. And this is my athletics check to try and get myself psyched up to do battle if we need to protect the egg.
Got it.
That is a 17.
17 is sufficient.
Tree. Low risk salty. Oh god, thank god. Okay. Well, still sucks, but yeah, Una is going to sort of slip away from the egg and into one of the, try to find a sort of darker space on the edge, even though there's light being emitted by the egg at this point, right?
Mm-hmm. But the light is concentrated in your sterile space.
Yeah.
If you were to go outside of the animal hides, you'd be in the dark. But that's where the creatures are waiting for you.
Right, but presumably so if the light is coming from the egg, it's presumably in a circle. So, figuring we're in a room with corners, we probably hung the animal hides in corners.
Yep.
So she's going to find a corner and use her stealth. Can I get advantage if I use my ability to go invisible in dim or dark spaces?
That doesn't cost you a resource. You can just do it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, if there's no resource exchange, then no.
Alrighty. Yep.
Is it +4?
I don't think so. No. That is an 11.
11.
Risk is up to 6.
All right. You are trying to find a place just beyond this heavy curtain that's been hung up where you might have a good corner to tuck into, and you press your hand against it, and something wet on the other side presses back.
Near, far, wherever.
Are we still in the game?
We're still in the game.
5.
5 is a free space.
You may go double or nothing. You're at 6 risk right now.
What do you think, folks?
If I roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4, we're out of here.
What about Pavu's turn?
Pavu's turn could be bad. You are the most likely person to succeed on a blind roll, but
Unless it's an ass-kicking roll.
yeah, if it's ass kicking, that's real bad.
Speaking of real bad, things are getting real bad, so let's make a call.
Yep.
Follow your heart.
Search within yourself.
We're already at 6. No risk, no reward. Let's do it.
Yeah!
Oh,
Okay.
smoothness.
You are smooth as fucking fuck. Persuasion is your
So
jam.
smooth.
Smooth as Michael Phelps.
Okay, I think
That man is
she will
slick.
She will now use her deception officially to simply remind everyone these are likely illusions. We must simply take heart and be courageous and continue the work at all costs. She thinks this is all just like she doesn't think, but she is saying this is
She wants you to think.
all smoke and mirrors. It is something is trying to dissuade us. Stay the course.
Don't worry, honey. The Eldritch Terrors are
22.
on your head.
22 is a success. What does the counter go down to? 3?
Yeah.
3? All right.
Despite yourselves, you believe her for just long enough.
And yeah, Zev gives you this little, I don't know if you call it a pep talk, but a redirect. And you managed to do something different on this egg, and with an audible pop, with a smell of like sulfur in the air, like whatever you're touching on the other side of the curtain, you go to pull your hand back, and then the curtain just starts to hang limp. Whatever it was, just poof, out of existence.
It's cool. Just lick it.
Pavu.
Okay.
Be Pavubi.
2. That's
good.
high risk ass kicking. Okay.
You got all the ass kickings the
Don't
entire
fuck it up.
Yeah, so I heard the egg like pop.
Well, you heard something pop.
Okay, so like I got my hands all up in this curtain, right?
Yeah, sure.
All up in the curtain. I am going to just literally grab one lip of each and try to like muscle the whole thing open, like
we still talk about this egg?
Yeah, that's hot. Go on.
crack it in half, like fucking split me in half, like just. And by me, I mean the egg.
Pavu, the womb wrecker.
That's gonna be a 16.
16 is sufficient. You tear the lips asunder.
Split the egg, Ussie.
This is paywall content right now.
Yeah, this is for our
guys,
Patreons
we gotta
only.
leave this for the Patreon. We gotta make money somehow.
Yeah, with the egg.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, Pavu is successful.
Not Koos, you gotta roll anything.
When you said you were going to
Kawasi.
do deception on your check earlier, I thought you were going to be like, "There's nobody in here."
No, I'm trying to deceive you guys
If you want to look for an egg, it's next door.
into not panicking.
6 is the wrong result.
You dork.
You shit! You motherfucker! Dick!
I am good.
We're just
at-
saying these things in character.
I am good at.
Bending over and putting.
I'm putting the egg up your ass.
We'll see.
Yeah. It's stealth. That's all it is.
Is there
Yeah.
a spell you
Hide
can
from your failure.
Is there a spell you can use to get advantage or something?
Crying
Nope.
in shame.
Nope. It's just stealth, and I don't know how to use it. So I'm going to roll, and I'll figure it out after the roll.
Okay.
17.
17 is sufficient.
17, sir.
I'm just going to say screw it on the flavor text. It's you're trying to pull the thing open, and it just needs like some leverage from the other side. So you start lifting, and I start tugging the top of the egg backwards, and the whole thing just.
Yeah, put it in between you like the Eiffel Tower. And
All right.
Run that train.
The egg is about to split open from inside. There is a blinding light, and misty vapor is emanating from the inside.
My face starts melting. It's the Ark of the Covenant.
No, but it does, like, for a moment until this vapor is cleared, it does obscure what's in there, so, it has to wait to the end of the skill challenge to be revealed. But
Sure.
the egg is opening up. It is Una's turn. Can you bring us home?
Oh yeah, just
Take
leave this out
us
here. I didn't finish
home.
it.
Stealth. The mist obscures you.
Ooh, no
Yes.
road. Get us out.
One
One
is
of this
bad.
hell.
Low risk ass
I'm
kicking.
thinking,
Everything you said about Koos, you can turn right on yourself.
Can we just talk about how many fucking cards this is the most cards we've ever
This is
flipped over.
ludicrous.
This is
Yeah.
insane.
We can call that a version of success.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask Spellix, like, what the hell is in this thing, and just use intimidation because it's
Sure.
a +6.
Why do you think you know? You don't know.
22.
22. He says, I don't know. That's why I brought it to you guys.
He cries.
Yes. He's
doesn't
literally
actually
weeping
cry.
as we speak.
That was our goal.
Well, gnome tears lubricate the eggs. So
Oh,
you can-
they're also good for other
6.
kind of. That's
Six.
one space ahead of the
Yay!
leader,
Oh.
which is success. That's win.
Yep. That's win.
We're out. We're out.
All
Root.
Hey.
Root. Root in the boot.
However, you do finish the skill challenge with a risk counter of 3, correct? So as the egg pops open and this whoosh of mist comes out and the blinding lights from inside and you hear like the soft chirping beeps of electronics and things going off in the middle, this creature, I'll put his picture up on the board because we like that sort of thing.
Do we?
I do like pin-up creatures.
Do we?
yes.
Because I can kind of see. I don't.
Yeah, it's a
I
cool
don't.
name.
This
Nope, put it back.
this creature shambles into your sterile space, just looking to bite onto the first fleshy thing
That
it
is
can find.
too many mouths and eyes and teeth.
And for this, I would like an initiative roll from everybody, please.
7.
I'll wait till he does the ranges.
Yeah. 20 plus. Nobody. What did I get? Okay. 15, 20?
I got
15.
17.
15.
17, 15, 15?
Yep.
All right.
It's a dicks off.
Pavu, how you do?
I got a 7.
You got a 7?
Oh. He's going to be dead by the time you act anyway.
Zev, you are up first as you see this being of unimaginable cosmic horror stumble out of your shadowy basement corner and look like it wants to eat faces.
Uh-huh. Great.
It's good. Everyone
it.
likes it.
And how close am I to it at the moment? How close is everybody to it, for that matter?
Good question.
This did not come out of the egg, correct?
No, it did not.
Okay.
This sort of apparated out of the corner of your basement. Something in the egg must have summoned it when you were trying to force it open.
We just opened the Necronomicon.
Kind of.
Good.
No.
We'll say that this...
Pandora's
I mean, your basement is not very large. Your sterile space, significantly smaller.
Sure.
We'll say if this thing has invaded your sterile space, you are within, depending on where you're standing in the room, 15 to 5 feet away from it.
Okay. Can I choose 15?
You may.
Great. Love it.
That'll be up to you as a theater of the mind thing.
Zev will fairy fire it immediately.
All right, good idea.
So dex save.
You
please.
got it. 15.
Okay, that's enough.
Fuck.
Yeah. Sorry, I've rolled really good against your fairy fire.
You really do. Okay, and I use my... I will move and then hide.
Okay.
Ah. I got a 13 for my hide.
All right. You feel like you're fairly well hidden.
Great.
It is... Is that it for Zev?
That's it for me.
All right, Kus, it is your turn.
I'm going to wail on this thing twice with a spoon. Get right up on it.
Okay, as you get closer to it, you realize that your formerly flagstone cellar basement has become soft like pizza dough, and your feet are sinking into it. And as you go to close the distance, you find like it's almost like you step in thick mud and your shoes are starting to get sucked off.
Cool.
But you have mobile, right?
I do, but that takes place after I hit him.
Dude, pizza and getting sucked off?
But doesn't mobile mean you ignore...
If I dash, I ignore difficult terrain. And
if
if
you
I hit,
dash.
I ignore opportunity.
Yeah.
Or if I attack, I ignore opportunity. So I'm going to block it twice with spoons.
Bonk, bonk.
My low roll is a 12.
12 will get there.
Cool. I'll make him my favorite foe, and I'll do a bunch of damage.
All right.
Please do.
Are single-handing this spoon, so we're doing d6s. That is not bad. 7, 8, 9, 10 on the first one, and 6 on the second, for 16 magic damage.
16 magic damage. Okay, and I've neglected to do this prior, but your turn will still count. But when you started your turn, you were supposed to make a...
Yes.
If you start your turn within 20 feet of the Mouther, you must succeed on a DC 10 Wisdom saving throw. So go ahead and make that.
By the way, it's not
19.
it's not pleasant, but I do actually have Gibbering Mouther music / sounds.
Send it. Full send. Full send. What'd you get?
19.
19, you're good.
So moist.
Yeah, it's just somebody's OnlyFans.
I was going to say, like, keep it on if you want, but it's not. It's probably not going to be enjoyable.
All right.
Here you go.
Is that it for Kus?
That is it for Kus.
All right. Then it is Una.
Did we get a chance to take a short rest at all before we got here?
I think
No,
we
we long
Yeah.
rested before.
We long rested.
Oh, okay.
You might
Cool.
want to fast forward for this first one a bit. Go to like half the amount.
So
intro.
Una sees this thing go past the curtain, and you just see her go, I can do that too.
Cool.
And I cast Arms of Hadar.
He said suck people off. All
Aww.
right, Arms of Hadar. Is that a saving throw?
Yes, it is.
Hungry Hadar.
It's
It what?
Like 2 minutes.
Sure.
2 minutes 30 seconds.
2
what?
minutes, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it sounds like a gibbering mouth.
Oh, gross.
It was a strength saving throw, you said?
Yeah.
13.
14.
All right.
Hey.
What'd it do?
2d6 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
4 necrotic
I collect
damage.
lots of music, Kate.
All right, it reacts to the damage taken.
And it cannot take reactions
It
now.
could not take reactions. All right, that's good. Is that it for Una?
That is it for Una.
Okay. Una, you also needed to make a saving throw.
Oh.
A wisdom saving throw. Again, I didn't call for it at the beginning, so your turn will count, but...
Wisdom, very good at that. What the fuck? 16.
16 is
as
sufficient.
proficiency.
What?
Warlock's cat as proficiency.
Thank you.
All right, I see what you're saying, Josh. We all got to hear that. I think that's...
But also gross and weird and cool.
No problem. That's what I'm here for.
That's the thing we all heard.
Yep. Went to Vox Machina. That was great.
Yes. All right, so it takes damage. You are not affected by its thingy.
I've seen bigger.
So how was it? Oh, I wasn't affected by his thingy.
It is... Okay, who is going to be physically the farthest away from it right now?
Me.
Probably Zeph. All right. It's going to try and spittle at you. It's going to hawk a loogie at you.
Me?
Yeah, you're
I'm a
15 feet
spittle
away,
player,
right?
too.
I hid.
Oh, you hid. All right. Who would be the next farthest away then? Probably Una.
Spellix.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck that
100%.
guy.
No, we need him to find the ship.
All right. I need you to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Sign of Speak with Dead.
Oh, fuck. 12.
All right. You are blinded until the end of the Mouther's next turn. Zev, I know you're hidden, but this is a blinding flash of light. So I'm going to say that it still affects you. So make your DC 13 saving throw.
15.
15. You succeed. Your hiding naturally blocks your eyes from the blinding flash of light, so you're good. But Una is blinded, just staggering around, covering her eyes, that sort of shit. It's also going to make a bite attack against Kuspulad, which is going to be a 2 on the die. You're not going to succeed. Pavu, it is your turn.
All right, I'm just gonna hit it so many times. I'm gonna hit it so many times.
Nice.
I'm gonna attack it, and I'm gonna extra attack it with my sickle, which is a monk weapon. Oh wow! I rolled 2 2s.
What's your total?
Not enough. That's 8. I'm gonna spend a key point so I can do flurry of blows. So that let me get 2 of these. Maybe that will be better. Okay, one of those better. One is a 9 and one is a 10. So I think
Okay.
the 9 will probably hit. Right? Not the 9. The 10.
The 10, I think the 10 will hit.
Okay, the 10. Okay,
They have really bad
19 and a 10. 19 and
Do
a
the
10.
math. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Armor class is 9.
Okay.
There, it's out.
So they both hit.
They both hit.
Great.
Do
Okay.
damage.
Doing damage.
All the damage.
Ooh, that's 14 points of bibbidi bop boop bop bop punch.
Understood.
You understood that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I speak
I
monk.
speak Italian.
That was good.
Yeah, it's something about pizza. Get sucked off. Anything else for Pavu?
No, I'm just up on it, just punching into the open mouths.
You also notice that your feet are sinking into the otherwise stone floor, which is a weird thing that it does.
Don't like that.
No, you don't.
I kind of do.
Yeah, well, it's also awesome. Zev, it is your turn.
Cool. I will attack with what I hope is advantage. And attempt to sneak attack this thing.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Alright, well, it's probably a hit. It's going to be 18.
18 hits.
Sweet. Wish I had pulled out more d6s.
What were you thinking?
Yeah.
That's all your character rolls, man.
I'm a rogue, for goodness sake.
Oh.
So 12 plus 2, 14. Plus 3 is 15. 15.
15, all right.
And then I will hide again.
I mean, this thing looks like it's taking a significant amount of damage, but look at the fucking thing. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Any holes we make is just a lateral move.
It just opens another
That's what I
mouth.
was thinking. If you cut the skin and then just teeth
Any
grow
port
on
in a
it.
storm.
I got another 13 to hide, and I'll just move to a different location of the room.
All right. Yeah, but it can't take reaction, so it can't hit you.
Further away if I can.
Yeah. All right, that was all for Zev. It is Kusa's turn, and then Una's on deck.
All right. It's a simple action, but it's a good one. I want to do the wisdom save to start.
Yes, please.
Is it every round, or after I make the save, am I good?
It just says every turn.
That is a 19.
19 fair. Yep.
Double bonk. Bonk, bonk. It is a 12 on the low roll.
Yep, we both hit.
All right, we're going in there. Do some damages. 10 on the first one, 5 on the second. 15 total.
All right, it's still up.
Damn it.
That was all for Koos, right?
Yep.
All right, Una. And the monster.
Una is vaguely aware of where this monster was before she went blind.
That's true.
So she's going to pull out the hand axe and...
Swing for the fences.
I mean, do it. It's awesome. But, like, at the same time, in the
Yep.
fiction...
You may make an attack roll with disadvantage.
Yep. I swing wildly at this thing. That was a crit.
Oh my god, it's a 19 and a 20 on the die.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you still hit.
Yeah.
I wish there was a rule for, like...
If
we
you
should make
get a
one.
crit.
Like, if you are blinded and you start swinging wildly in melee, like, there has to be a percentage chance that you hit your friends.
My roll would be if one of those dice is a 1.
Yeah, that's fair. 5% chance of hitting your friends.
No more than 5 because you have disadvantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. But anyway, yes, you hit. Do damage.
Excellent. Do good damage.
Do good damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Almost max. 7 points.
7 points. Would you like to describe chopping this thing into bits?
Yes.
So Una just sort of stumbles forward. She's a little off balance because she can't see, and she's got an axe in one hand that she doesn't normally use. And she just sort of trips and sinks it into the deepest, fleshiest part of this creature.
Koos blood.
The thighs.
His big, meaty, round buttocks.
I got a climber's physique.
Yeah, you got that.
He
got cake.
never skips leg day.
Yeah. It's like chopping stone, baby.
So, with that mighty swing of the axe, this creature sinks into the softened floor that it created and is swallowed up by the earth, leaving almost no trace that it was ever here at all.